Hey, I just wanted to make a video on what grind my gears. And I'm thinking, and I hear a lot of people complaining about Trump cutting off SNAPs, EBT, Medicare, and that's one area I kind of agree with them on. We should cut. That's draining our economy. An able-bodied male, man, and even a female probably should be out working. It's too many people laying home collecting a check from the government that has not worked at all. And why should I go to work every day and you not? And you sit home and you get an EBT card, free medical care, and the rest of it got to go to work. I don't think that's fair, right, or your conscience should really be bothering you. And I know, I can't do this and I can't do that. And some of you, men and women, you lay around, you make about 4, 5, or 6 oxygen thieves and further drain the system. I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just trying to be correct, what I think is correct. That if I go to work, then you go to work. You can't keep making poor choices and expect me and the other taxpayers to take care of you. So while people are paying out of the yin yang, and some of them can't afford to get medical care, but the individuals that are not working are getting free medical care, a free cash every month. And what really was crazy about it was during COVID. I was still working, and people were stocking up. But I would go to work all day, and when I get off, or the weekend when I went to go shopping, the people that had the EBT cards or the SNAPs or whatever would already been shopping, and they would got everything out of the stores, and I would have to get leftovers because I worked. And then some YouTubers and people on YouTube make videos about how they spending my tax-paying dollars. So yes, cut it all off. Cut it off. If you want that money, you should go get a job. When I go buy food, I'm spending cash. I'm not spending no one else's money. It's the money that I work for. And some of you may find this offensive, so if it is, then it's just offensive. If I have to work for mine, you should work for yours. And you put yourself in a position where you're saying, well, what if he cut off all my funds? Then go get a job. There are plenty of jobs out there. And a lot of you also, your mindset is that when I get a job, I should get paid for doing nothing, for showing up to work late, for doing having substandard performance, but I should be paid. And I should probably be the boss or tell the boss what to do. So this is me. If you get offended by this again, then you just get offended. But that really irks me, that you can sit home all day long and complain about everything and you're not even working. Then you got 4, 5, 6, whatever oxygen thieves running around, and one ain't enough. Then you make 2. Then you make 3. You never learn from it. So when you going to learn? Then you make 4. Then you make 5. All these oxygen thieves around here. Then you don't raise them. The streets raise them. The TV raise them. And then these oxygen thieves go out here and commit crimes. And then at that time, Mr. or Mrs. Responsible, so-called responsible, want to get on TV or the news or get out there in the neighborhood and proclaim what a great kid or great oxygen thief they had. when the only roadmap to success you showed them is to live off the government. I know we got to address the underlying cause. The underlying cause is you not working. The underlying cause is making poor choices and decisions. The underlying cause is because my mother or father or this, that, whatever happened, I can't do nothing the rest of my life but depend on the government because they made that available to me. When your kids out there stealing, killing, throwing trash on the ground, being disrespectful, then some of your kids actually they'll get a job, and that's why the quality of service is poor in these restaurants, because people are not raising their kids correctly. Tell me I'm wrong. But somehow we'll pick apart this and say he don't understand. This is the cards I was dealt, or this da. When all you got to do is apply yourself. And I know that work got to be put in, because I can say this: I could have been that way, but I refused. Now I grew up in Baltimore City, on the east side, the cruddy side. But I was able to get myself out of there. And none of my kids ain't never been on social service. None of them, they don't have an EBT card. When they shop, my kids, all three of them, they pay with cash. When they want anything they want to see, they want to go get, they can go. You know why? Because I provided a roadmap, a base for them. And guess what? I got 5 grandkids. 4 of them. And they're not all in the same state, identified as exceptional and talented students. And the 4th one's working on it, because you lay that groundwork and that map for them. But instead, the only thing you show them is how to lay up and have babies, how to be irresponsible, how to get over. And then when someone tries to hold them accountable, like the police or someone else, they wrong. That grind my gears. That I have to pay for what you do. And I hope other responsible citizens, Americans, hey, click like on this and subscribe, because I got more coming. That grind my gears, that I have to work, and you take my money that I could be having and spend for myself, and you go and buy all this useless stuff. Have oxygen thief after oxygen thief. And don't stop. The only way you stop is when your system shut down, you can't have no more. So what you gonna do? The only thing you can do is either work yourself, find a way to work yourself out of whatever system you is, or you can just blame me for not being sensitive enough to whatever situation you're in. The churches are empty right now because you're not in there. Because that's one thing that can help you. I know I don't want to pay tithes and I don't want to pay offerings. The church is about money. But there's a lot of churches out there that ain't asking for that. They're actually offering to save your soul. But Satan's got a strong grasp on you. So also you stay doing the same thing you've been doing. Lay up, eat free medical care, and have oxygen thieves. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments and tell me. Age 15, I started working. And before then, I found jobs in the neighborhood to do. Like painting houses, doing electrical work, fixing their appliances and TVs. It wasn't out there saying I'm gonna make mine selling drugs, because my mom showed me that. I know this is gonna piss a lot of people off. I know, because people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear. They don't have reasons for where they at. They have excuses, and proud of it. Just proud. Nothing inkling inside their bodies tell me, hey, you know what? I'm going to provide a way for my kids. I'm going to provide for my kids. Because when you allow somebody else or the government to take care of your kids, when they cut that off, what you going to do? What are you going to do? Look around for somebody to point at and blame. They don't understand. I ain't have it like this. I ain't have it like that. My mom, my dad. So instead of blame somebody, say in spite of, I'm going to be different. I'm going to make a change. When you young and a kid, and you young kids should be thinking about this, in your mind, I'm not going to be that way. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to pay attention in school. I'm going to get my education. I'm going to get a college degree. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But you got to start somewhere. Even if you don't, I'm going to go to trade school. Or instead of listening to the unks out there that's showing you how to do the wrong thing, like drugs and alcohol and everything else, listen to the unk that's telling you, go to school, get your education, listen to your parents. But instead you follow all the wrong things, you follow all of the wrong things. And then it's everybody else's fault. Trump taking this from me. That's not yours for him to take. That's the government's. That's mine. I work for it. The other citizens work for that. That is not yours. You was getting a donation, and now your donations is getting cut off. This Trump is cutting off your donations. So I don't know who you and your auction thieves going to survive, but I know they got. I was gonna say this. I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say they got the field jobs is open now, but that's wrong. But you can go out somewhere for their job. There's plenty of job openings out there, and because they don't pay, you barely graduated from high school or didn't, but you look for a job that pay $30, $40 an hour with no skills, no work experience. You haven't even built it up. So you got to start somewhere. So wherever you go, start there somewhere and work your way up. I know this has been too long. I got some more. But what grinds my gears? Have a good day.